Hi everyone, and my name is Vicky, and I am 35 years old this year. And when I post this video, well, it just hit midnight. It's officially now 20 years and one day, whatever, since Columbine, sorry. But I did want to share something. First of all, I went to a small school in Montello, Wisconsin. I was teased so bad. I don't think the people that really nowadays know who tease me really knows what they did to me. All the emotional abuse that I have had to somewhat conquer over the last 20 some years because they felt like it was okay to hurt me just because I was a chubby girl. And I'm still chubby, but I'm trying to accept that now. My daughter, she's like me, and she's starting to experience a little bit of this stuff. And I feel like I understand, in a way, by the way, why children would do what they do now. But on the hindsight, my daughter, she's really resilient and strong, and she knows what she believes is in her heart, and she knows she's beautiful, and that no matter what she does, or it looks like she's going to be. She even tells me, "Mom, don't worry about putting makeup on. You're beautiful who you are. Don't worry about taking those extra hours that I spend to put on my makeup. Just don't. It's okay." You know? And it's crazy how amazing she is. But I'm lucky because I have a very good family who's helped be there for her. But my son Joshua, I'm scared for him. Joshua doesn't realize how much I love him. He is my firstborn son. He's currently turned 10 this year. And I get emotional because it's true. He's my son. But he's mad. He's always mad. My son is very disrespectful and mad. He has threatened to shoot the school a few times already. In this last year, he got almost out of school suspension. He's threatened to kill his friends. He's taken knives out at a couple of my friends and me. And he's admitted to try to kill my daughter. I don't know what to do for him. I've got so many people working with him, but I'm scared it's not going to work. I'm doing this video because I don't know. You have a kid who has so many problems, and you fight every day for that child, and you don't know how to work or help them because they're never happy. He's recently started to threaten to hurt himself, threatened to kill himself. He's threatening to kill himself, not tried yet, to my knowledge. My son, I've been told, is just misguided. He just needs stronger discipline. How can I discipline a kid who scares me too? But I don't admit that to him because he's my son, and I can't show him any weakness. Well, I'm doing the best I can, and anybody who has any good advice for this, it'd be great. And no, I can't send them to military school. I'm very at the low end of the low income bracket for money. But we fight every day. No matter when I wake him up, him saying really nasty things to me, calling me names, or him about to send him out to the door with Serenity. Just go to school even though I'm scared sometimes. Because I don't know if they're going to fight. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know where my son got this anger from. I don't know why he is the way he is. And I don't know if there's anybody who could help. Because I've tried. Back to my story anyways. I know what it's like to have that terror in your feet, in your stomach, when somebody points a gun at you. When I was about 4 or 5 years old, I was getting off of the school bus after coming home from kindergarten. It was, I think, a winter day because I remember pissing my pants in my snowsuit. And a guy was from across the street, and I'm assuming it's like a Cutlass. It was like salmon colored. And he didn't threaten me, he pointed a shotgun at me. And I was extremely shocked. I was a little kid. I didn't know what to do. And I didn't know what to say. I was speechless out of fear. You couldn't call anybody. I couldn't call nobody's name. I just sat there, and all of a sudden I hear the cops coming, because I lived near the hideaway department, and I'm thinking somebody noticed that this dude was pointing a gun at me. And that's why I think to this day I even have the same fear to even let my kids walk to school there and back. And sometimes on the hard days I do walk them to school because I'm scared somebody's going to pull up and try to get them or hurt them. But in reality, like, my son, I think the thing that he's gone through is a lot. And for a little boy, he's definitely, like, been through so much trauma. I've told him this story, why mama doesn't like, I don't know if I should have done it at the age I did, but I did. But over the last few years, my son has gotten more aggressive, not caring what people feel or think, saying really, really bad things, even to the social workers when they've come here. And sometimes they don't want to come back. They want to find somebody new to put in this position because my son's so mad. They're afraid that he's gonna, they can't tolerate his extreme violence or verbiage. But that gets me back to something that I've been reading about lately. Things that I've noticed. First of all, my son was about 3 or 4 months, or not, no, 3 or 4 days old, sorry. I let a family member hold him in the place that we were living. I was living with my kids, his dad's family. They dropped my son, and he got a head injury. He had a bulge in the back of his head that looked like a small size softball for sure. Well, a tennis ball probably. For about a week, I took him to the hospital, everything. They couldn't do anything. And then I've been reading up about a lot of the anger issues lately, and it's dealt with some of them with a lot of issues getting dropped or having head injury as their child. But what's more scary, as child, like serial killers, have had this done too. And it's been proven that for some reason, I guess, a head injury as a small child just causes incredible anger, and then this is what happens. And I'm scared. My son, he tried to kill my daughter about 2 years ago by pinching her nose off and her mouth off when she was sleeping. What's next? People sit there and think I'm a bad parent. It's not that I'm trying to be a bad parent. How do you parent a child you're scared of? Scared to know what he's gonna do. It's so weird to say this because I'm sounding so pathetic. I'm very lucky to have my friend Eric who lives with me. If it gets too bad, he'll say something. He's my roommate, so I can't expect him to, like, really, really be out that close, But I'm telling you, I don't know what to do now. My little boy is already showing signs in it. I'm scared. Like, I literally have so many people involved. I have a mentor for him. I have a counselor. We're just starting him on meds. I'm really hoping that can help. I feel like his dad doesn't even know truly what I go through. His dad blames it all on me. His dad was never here. His dad beat him. He'll lie about it, but he beat him a lot. He used to hit him in the legs and say that his parents told him to hit him there because they would hide the bruises. My son was sexually molested at the age of 3 or 4, supposedly by his uncle, but his grandparents don't want to believe it on his dad's side, and they keep trying to brainwash my son and confuse him about who really did this to him. I just heard a mouse. It kind of freaked me out. They really don't know what they've done, and they don't realize, and they don't want to recognize what their child has done to him. And my daughter when I had the evaluation by the police done for my son at the time, they told me that my daughter was also molested too. For a little boy to go through so much trauma and tragedy at such a young age, I would understand he would be a little mad. But to threaten to kill family, threaten to kill me, his mother, because he's not happy. And he tells me every day that he wants to die or he's sad. How do you help a kid that way? How do you help your child that way? And somebody's video is just as recognized other parents to be more attentive to. You never know what's going to creep up on you. And if you have any suggestions, just send them down on below or write me. Because I need some help. Thanks.